Hey, how's it going? I'm going to show you how to wrap a gift from start to finish, including the ribbon. So, first things first, let's pick out the paper. I chose a fun leopard cheetah print, okay? Doesn't matter what the holiday is. I like to pick paper that makes me happy because odds are if you're wrapping a gift, it's going to be sitting around for a moment. And you know, it is art too. Someone took time to design it, someone took time to have it mass produced, and it needs to be enjoyed. Also, a gift is a reflection of you, and if you're giving someone a gift, forget the contents, like why not have it reflect who you are on the outside? All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is measure. So I'm gonna unroll the paper. Unroll, unroll, unroll. And, ooh, I'm not rolling too great. Okay. Harder than it looks. All right. Scissors down there. And I have a pencil handy. I take the gift and I assess the situation. Am I going to be wrapping the gift in regards to the paper this way or this way? It's a pretty small package, so I'm going to go this way. I like to think of the outside part first, you know, the part where you fold it in and fold it over. So I take my present, and you could do this here or anywhere on the paper, it doesn't really matter, but I'll do it here so people can see. And I stand it up so there's some room here. Right, room for error, we all love it, okay? So that's one. So we know, we can visualize that that side is going to be covered up. From here, I give it a flippity flop, bam, okay? That's the bottom. And then stand it up. Great. Then I take a pencil and I make a little mark. Not right on it again, give it a little room, because you never know, it's always easier to fold it under or cut it off than magically grow paper. So we got our first point of reference, done and done. Now, we've covered the sides, now we gotta cover the rest of the gift. So we did that, boom. I'm going to start by putting the gift at the corner again, leaving a little bit of room on this side and this side. This time we're going to wrap it or roll it 4 times. So we have that face covered, 1, 2, flippity flop, 3, and 4. Okay, does that make sense? And what I'm going to do is, that is way too much wood. We'll put a little mark, again, not all up on the present, but I'm giving some room. Next, we're going to crease and cut. I'm gonna get it away from the roll. And I'm here, and I see where I marked it. And I will fold there. And with my edges. Away. I'm struggling today. That was terrible. Good enough, we got it cut. Cut, then we will move the paper. Oh, thank you so much. Out of the way. We got the paper flat. Now we're going to, if you would like to, you could cut. I will, because there's a lot of mess over here that we don't want to deal with. So one more time, I will crease the paper and cut it. Man, this paper is much fancier than I wanted it to be. Alright, there we go. Looking at my little mark here. Crease. then again, cut away. Oh, that's so much better. And then remember, save this. So now you should have a gift that will be able to be encompassed completely by this piece of paper. Alrighty, so let's get to it. So what I like to do is I like to kind of get it to the point where it hits the edge, maybe a little bit of overlap. Just a little bit. Make sure it's even as you can get at, right, in relation to everything else. There we go. Lightly crease. Okay, and I'm gonna pull it taut so we know there's no loose ends. Okay, then this part I'm gonna put over, and then I'm gonna put a piece of tape just to, you know, hold it in place. And remember, light creasing is your friend. Or you can have real friends. I have real friends, I promise, but nothing else to do. So I'm gonna take a piece of tape and hold it in place. I know it looks super ugly right now, but trust me, just trust me, okay? Then I'm gonna bring back this piece of paper over, and you see, oh, you have a little bit hanging over. Well, you could just tape it or do what I like to do. Remember, we lightly crease. Then I'll flip it over so you can see. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just give it a nice little clean edge here. Nice and easy breezy. Doesn't have to be exact, but doing this makes the gift just look more uniform. So here we are, and it's coming. Dun 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 dun. All right, and there. Pretty good. Not my best, but you know what? Still better than what I was doing when I was 7. And then we're gonna tape this down with tape, which is what tape does. At this point, I am going to use a satin finish gift wrapping tape. It's a little different from the other tape I've been using. It has, I don't know, it just seems shinier and almost like, I don't know, more expensive feeling. But I noticed that it tends to make presents like this, makes the tape, like with the metallic finish, the tape tends to just kind of disappear. So I'm gonna put a piece of tape there. Everything in place. See how that just kind of disappears? It's crazy. All right, let's fold in the sides. Okay, so I'm gonna do my best to show you what I'm doing, so it might not be as pretty. I think of it in terms of, with the side I start with, that's actually the side I'm going to tape last, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So I will bring in the sides, right? And just kind of lightly crease, nothing too hard, nothing too difficult, nice, easy, breezy, just having a good time, doing some gift wrap. Okay. Just nice and easy, making sure I'm doing everything in, creasing lightly. You know, since I have the bottom side up, because this is the side with the seam, I'm going to take this top piece, put it down first. Ooh, make sure this is all where it needs to be. You know what you're doing. Here, and you know, I'm just gonna kind of just roll it up and forget about it. And then I'm going to concentrate super duper hard on this side. So I have the two sides in, and then again, remember this is the side that we tape down, so the bottom, okay? And I will fold this side in first, pull a bit, crease. And I noticed that there's a little bit kind of just like dangling, pointing at me, you know, so what I'll do is I'll just fold it in a bit. This is why measuring the paper is so important, because you don't want to be in a situation where you're just like, oh, okay, boring, right? There you go, I'm gonna fold it in. Great! Then I'm gonna take the part that's technically part of the top side and put it over. There we go. Looks nice and tight. I will pick it up so you can see it. Hopefully I'm actually on the camera this time. All right. And as you notice, there's a little like dangly thingy. So same thing. I pull it over and I will tape it, or not tape it, I'm gonna fold it under just ever so slightly so it meets the edge of the gift. And then I'm gonna take a piece of my fancy satin tape. I love that sound. And tape it down. I love how it just disappears. Uh-oh, don't forget, we gotta do the other side. So same thing, but this time I'm gonna face it towards me since you already know what's going on. I'm just double checking everything I did and creasing harder. Again. And take it up. All right, so we got the paper wrapped, or the gift wrapped. Now we're going to have fun and put a bow on it. I made the bow ahead of time. All right, it's just simple wired ribbon that I did as a bow. I'm gonna make another video on it, so look for it. Okay, I managed to sit down. So now I'm gonna take, I'll move you for here. I'm gonna take my ribbon. You can use whatever ribbon you want, but I always try to match it. Again, this is wired ribbon, so it's a lot more fun and forgiving. And I will unwind some. What I like to do when I'm wrapping a gift with ribbon, I like to go wrap around the shorter side first and then wrap around the longer way of the gift. So I'm going to decide how long I want my tail. So I want it about that. So I'm going to put my finger on it. Okay. And I'm holding my thumb there, sneaking underneath, meeting at the top. And big girl. All right. And I'm going to give it a little bit of a twist. And this is great. That's why I like wired ribbon, because it's just going to stay in place and then you could go get some Diet Coke and have a good time. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak this side that's still attached to the roll, clearly, and I'm going to sneak it underneath. Underneath the gift. Over, under, around the tree. Alright. And boom. Here I am. Happy together again. And I will just take this piece and wrap it under. Okay. Then I'll level it out. Cut with my scissors. Now I'll add the bow. This bow has a little nubbin in the middle that I could just thread this excess ribbon through. I always look for those gimmicks. How fun. See, there's a hole here. Kind of funny. Okay. So I have the hole open and I will thread these through as to not obstruct the landscape of the bow. With other ribbon, you would have to knot it But since this is wired ribbon, it's just gonna stay. So then from here, I have this extra tail from when I made the ribbon, but that's okay because we can make it work. I will make the ends pretty. What you can do, you can either take the end and cut on an angle, or you can do what I'm about to do. You could fold it in half. And from the end that is open, cut on an angle. Oh man, this is hard to cut. And then it gives you like a nice little tail. And I'll do that to the other ones. That didn't work. A little scrappy scraps out of the way. And then you just style and finesse. Yes, I use that word a lot, but I think it's fun. Fun finesse. Talk about alliteration. Okay. For this longer tail, I might just loop-de-loo it. God, I love wired ribbon. And I cut this one wrong because I wasn't paying attention. Just puff it up, yeah. You could take the extra tail and add a name tag. So cute. I can't even. There you have it. Such a pretty gift. Kind of blends in with my shirt. And it's for me. Because why not? So I hope this was helpful. I think the most helpful part is the paper part, so play it back and figure it out. But I hope this was helpful, and I hope you enjoy wrapping presents as much as I do.